Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Deaton Wode, and in this video, I'm going to be helping you realize the real capital you didn't know you have. Now, last year I was reading a book titled The Mystery of Capital by a man called Hernando de Soto, an economist, and I came across a statement which is, capital is a force that increases the productivity of labor and creates the wealth of nations. Now, when I saw this statement, I had to ask myself, how does this apply to my life? Because there was a reason why it was speaking to me. And what I learned from just answering this question is what I'll be sharing with you today. Oftentimes, we want to start something. You have this idea, you have this goal that you want to achieve, and you're excited, you have energy, you're enthusiastic about it. But after a while, we'll tell ourselves, I don't have what it takes to start, and so I can't start, not right now, or I don't have what it takes. We just give ourselves some excuse. But what if I told you that right where you are, right now, you have everything that you need to start? And see, it all comes down to capital. Because the way I understand the word capital is anything that you need to start, to grow, or to add value to whatever you're doing. So, the first capital that you have is spiritual capital. You have a spirit. Every human being upon this earth has a spirit. Right, and in the last video I mentioned that everything you could possibly do is coming from your spirit, and I want you to understand this. So whatever you have in mind to start, that idea, that goal, it is coming from your spirit, right? You see, I'm a Christian and I believe very strongly in the power of the Holy Spirit at work in me, right? And oftentimes, or most times, right, the Holy Spirit gives me a nudging to get something done. But not just that, He helps me to plan how to do this thing and finally helps me to get it done. And that also applies to you listening to me right now. Whenever a prompting or a nudging comes to you to get something done, it is your spirit giving you and hinting you that, okay, this is what you need to do. And that is what I mean when I say you have spiritual capital. And it's not just that the Holy Spirit gives you that activity and gives you that direction. He empowers you to get it done. And that's why I say, you may be thinking you don't have what it takes to start, but trust me, you have what it takes because you have a spirit. And the thing is, we are stronger than we think. Our spirits are stronger than we actually think. It all comes down to you realizing that you have that spiritual capital to start to do what you need to do. So ask yourself, what is it that the Holy Spirit has said to me that I'm delaying and I'm not getting done? That's where you should start from. This is where true capital begins. Now, the second capital you have is human capital. You have a particular skill, you know a particular thing, and this is what you must tap into. You have human capital. Now again, sometimes we have this idea, we have this goal, we want to achieve it, but when we realize that the skill we need or the knowledge we need to actually do this particular activity is limited, we give up and we feel unmotivated. We tell ourselves, I can't get it done, not right now. But that shouldn't be the case. Whatever level you are, whatever level of knowledge that you have at that point in time is enough to get you started. But even if you think that, okay, I'm limited, you can still learn some more. You can still improve the skills some more. And that's what I mean when I say you have human capital. You need to take the steps you need to take to practice, to grow, to improve that skill. That is what you actually need. Effort without knowing how to do what you need to do is unproductive. And nobody wants to be unproductive. You listening to me, you're watching this video because deep down within you, You want to produce results. You want to be productive. And that's why I'm telling you right now that what you need to do is realize the knowledge that you have and realize what you don't have. What you have, use it, but what you don't have, start making the steps to get to have what you don't have right now. Tap into your human capital. Right? You must tap into your human capital. Now, the third capital that you have is relationship. Now, this one I'm also talking to myself because it's something that I'm still learning. In fact, everything I've shared with you, I'm still learning along the way, right? But I want you to realize that you have relationships. You might think, okay, I don't have what it takes to start, but trust me, there's somebody you know that can help you get started, even if it's your dog. I'm just joking, right? But see, trust me, you know somebody that can help you get started. And even if you feel like you don't know anyone, the good thing is you can get to know those people you don't know right now. How? Let me share it with you, okay? The Holy Spirit puts a particular activity in your heart to do. You recognize that, okay, these are the skills I need, this is the knowledge I need, and then you start to learn it, you start to practice it, you start to grow. And eventually you'd realize that when you can fully express what you have learned, when you can fully serve what you believe, you get to know people. Relationships start to build. Because the thing is, your ability to express, your expression draws people, and it leaves a lasting impression because you've done it excellently. What happens is then that these people realize and recognize that, okay, this is the person who has done this thing, and that's how your reach grows. So see, you have social capital, you have relationships. Right now where you are, you know particular people. And even if you don't know particular people now, you can get to know them and they can get to know you because you are sharing your story, you are communicating. In the last video I mentioned that when an audience comes to you, they're not coming for your product or service as it were, they are coming for your story. So ask yourself now, what is this that I need to share? What do I know that I need to share? If you can express and share that excellently, eventually your social capital will begin to build. Right? So, the next time you tell yourself that you don't have what it takes to start, think again. You have spiritual capital, you have human capital, and you have social capital. You just might be sitting on untapped potential. Now, to round up, you've heard this, and I believe that you will pay attention to these particular things. But somebody else needs to hear this. They're feeling stuck, they're feeling unfulfilled. Remember, connection comes when you express what you have learned, when you share what you have learned. So go ahead and share this video with them so that they can also learn. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.